Welcome to this month's Be in Brunswick. I'm your host, Shannon Vieira with the Brunswick County Chamber of Commerce, and we're going behind the scenes with local businesses. Today we're going to be visiting with Bloomer's Floral Designs in Ocean Isle Beach and Ultimate Burial and Vault in Supply. I would like to take the time to thank our sponsors, Dane Delane Salon Studios and Surf Unlimited. So let's go be in Brunswick. Well, here we are today at Bloomer's Floral Design with the owner, Mandy Williams. Mandy, thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks, I appreciate you asking me.
Yep, you guys might recognize her from previous shows, so we're excited that you're on the other end of the camera and we're interviewing you for your business.
It's exciting.
Good, well great. So tell us about Bloomer's. When did you open? When was your first day here?
I opened on August 20th, 2014.
Wow, so you've already are
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. That is amazing. It's gone by fast, hasn't it?
It has flown by.
So you have a little background in the floral business. What made you decide to do the floral business? What's your background with that?
Well, my grandmother started a florist back in the 60s, and my dad grew up in it, and then when he went off to college, he met my mother, and they married, and they made their home, and she tried to give the florist to them as his inheritance. And they actually said, no, we've made our home. We're not going to go live beside Granny and run the family business. But anyway, she gave it to my aunt. My aunt had it for over 30 years, and then my cousin had it for a while. But we would go and help them on the holidays, you know, do Easter, Valentine's, Mother's Day, and so, you know, I say I helped. I ran around the shop, you know, I probably put together twig arrangements, you know. I just remember making arrangements, and they would be like, oh, that's beautiful, and put it out on the floor and jerk it off as soon as I left. But that's how we got started, you know. I mean, it was kind of fun, and, you know, just learning all the flowers and being in the industry that way. And then, you know, I got out of the industry for a while and did marketing and worked in the travel and tourism industry and hospitality industry for a number of years. And then, you know, that burning desire was always still there. And finally I got to a point where, you know, one day it was just, you know, an epiphany. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And that was on July 4th, 2014, when I woke up and I said, it's time. And so I put together the whole corporation and the shop, and I opened on August 20th, 2014.
That's a pretty fast timeline to have the conception of this idea and to put it into action.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's awesome.
So
that's
thank
great.
you. It was a lot of work, but it was fun. You know, it was like creating that passion. You know, every day it's not, I don't come to work. I come to a playground. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not somewhere where I feel like, you know, I'm sitting at a desk and I'm on a timeline. You know, yeah, I do advertising and I work with, you know, marketers. Now I'm on the other end of it as well, you know, whereas I used to be the one selling the advertising and selling the, you know, marketing or selling a resort or whatever and having to be on deadlines all the time. But not here. I mean, you know, a deadline is, yeah, I got to get this arrangement out by 2 o'clock, but you come in and you're like excited. You know, every arrangement's different, and that's one thing that I pride myself on. I don't, you know, everything that pretty much walks out my door is unique. Mm-hmm. I'm not part of any type of wire services or anything. I can do floral wires, but I'm not part of like FTD, Teleflora. Okay. But just because some of those kind of can be cookie cutter. Okay. You know, you use their containers, use their recipes, and I don't like that. Like this arrangement here, you know, I mean, that's not something, you know, if you walked in the door and said, I want something like that, I mean, I would make something similar, but it's not necessarily exactly, you know, the same piece that you would get all the time.
So tell us about the shop itself, because right now we're in your lobby, and you do more than just florals.
I do. I
have gifts as well.
have a small gift shop. Some of the brands that I do carry a mud pie line, and I really kind of focus in on the coastal part of mud pie, not so much, you know, the living with the clothing and stuff. I do the like kitchenware and dishes and dip bowls, but also, you know, I've created like an arrangement here with a dip bowl, but it's, you know, you could take that out if you really wanted to use it as the dip bowl.
Like
but
that.
Anyway, I do sell quite a bit of the mud pie line. I do carry some dish towels and pot holders and things to kind of accessorize with these kitchen accessories. I do carry, you know, wreaths and some wall art. But one of the other big lines that I carry is Tyler Candle. Mm-hmm. And Tyler Candle is out of Tyler, Texas. They actually have a big line. They carry lots of variety of scents, and I carry a number of their scents. Mm-hmm. They also carry the reeds,
that you put into the bottles that kind of absorbs the scent. And, okay.
Yep, they carry the reeds, and I have some of those. They also have Glamour Dew, which is nice, you know, especially if you're traveling and you know you're sharing a room with somebody and you need to have some scents there. Also, one of the biggest products they carry is their laundry wash. And so I do carry the laundry wash. It's blowing out the doors right now. And actually, I only have 4 scents right now, but it's their top 4 scents that they carry, which is, this is Entitled, which is the candle that you smelled. Also carry Mango Tango and Entitled and Diva. Diva is their #1 scent. So
yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, so come in and try it. You know, I mean, it's good, like you said, to wash, you know, your linens in, your towels in. You know, I have a lady that uses it just for her fitness clothes. So it's a good product to use, or you know, you could just wash your everyday clothes in it if you wanted to. But
well, I'll be honest. When I walked in the door, the first thing I saw was the laundry detergent, and I come in here, you know, pretty frequently, and I said, "This is new. I haven't seen this yet." And I said, "I've been looking for this exact product." I didn't know what the name of it was, but I knew what it looked like, and I didn't realize that it was produced by the same company that does the candles. So now I'm excited that it's here. And I told you, I said, detergent's not something you're always like looking to buy, but if you run into it, and so that's awesome that you carry it. So
yeah,
anybody that have used this Glamour Wash before, they'll know
and
how
if
much
you
it
want
is.
to try it, you know, I'm happy and willing to give some samples, you know, to go home and try it, because you know some people are like, okay, it's you know, not necessarily the cheapest product on the market, but it, you know, it's a little bit not so economical, but it's, you know, not so expensive that you can't afford it, but it's highly concentrated too, so you only have a little bit, so it does last a while. But I'm happy to give out samples for people to try it, so that, you know, they like it, they like the scent, you know.
Now, if somebody is thinking ahead and they say they want something kind of particular, could they call you and say, "Mandy, I'd like something like this. Is this something you can kind of get in?"
Absolutely. You would not believe the amount of custom work that I have. You know, I do carry pre-made arrangements on the floor that we've made, but at the same time, I have so many people that bring me pillows, curtains, paint samples. You know, I do anything from dining room tables to wreaths for the doors to, you know, even just small wall arrangements we'll do. You know, you name it. But the custom work is really big. So especially, you know, when people are not here all the time, they come in and they want to spoof up something. It's like, okay, they've rented their beach house all summer and this has been torn up. Now they need something new. So, you know, you're constantly, you know, flipping arrangements that way. But it's, you know, and a lot of new people building homes. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, building's starting to pick up in the area again. So a lot of people are, you know, decorating, and so they'll come in here for ideas and get arrangements for their new home.
And so if someone is building a new home or they're involved in the process of, whether they're the real estate agent or maybe they're an interior designer, maybe they can come in and kind of see what you have as well.
Absolutely.
I know your stuff here, you have great price points on things. So you've got very, like you said, more customized, but you also have things that are kind of ready to go that people can grab and put into a hostess gift basket. You have this Tyler candles in a smaller size, and you have lots of
Actually, we do a lot of gift baskets.
Yeah.
We do a tremendous amount of gift baskets. I mean, and they vary. One product that I forgot to mention that we do carry is our Carolina Concoctions line, which is our homemade jams, jellies, sauces.
So good. Yes.
Yeah, so we carry that product. So a lot of times when people call and ask about a gift basket, you know, they'll ask about the products of the jams and jellies, but then, you know, they want to add a candle. A lot of times they'll want to add a piece of mud pie. You know, we carry a lot of spreaders. Like, for example, here's a little spreader here, and this is a cross, and it says spread strength. You know, they may want to put that in there with the jelly.
That's a great idea.
But, you know, even so, people will call and want fruit baskets, you know, so we can do fruit baskets. You know, we do a lot of snacks in it, because actually we get a lot of tourists that, like, their company, it might be when we just sent one out on Monday, their top employee of the year was here on vacation.
Nice.
So they actually sent a gift basket to them, and they had a lot of product out of the store. We gave them a wine topper out of the mud pie. We have a nut bowl, and so they wanted like lots of snacks. So we have a cute little nut bowl that I sent. It was for a man, so we had to make it kind of masculine.
Oh, neat.
But he got a candle, and we did all kinds of snacks and the jams and jellies and salsa, It was neat. So, you know, we do a lot of that. At Christmas time, you know, a lot of companies want to come in. We had one company this past year who came in and bought gift baskets for all their workers' spouses. So, you know, that was fun to do, you know, to do all the gift baskets there. So, you know, I just had a price line that I worked with, and you know, they let me pretty much put in what product I wanted.
That's great. So more than just flowers.
More than just flowers, I tell you. I mean, we try to capture it all. We do balloons now.
Okay.
At first, when we opened, we didn't really do balloons, and we didn't sell a lot. And now we do balloons, and I haven't so much advertised that. I'm getting ready
that's good to know.
launch that. But it's amazing how I've bought these balloons, and the little bit I've talked about it, you know, just in the past 2 weeks, we've done huge balloon bouquets. You know, so
that is fantastic. That is brand new idea. Okay, great.
Like I mean, a little boy had a 2-year-old birthday, and so you know, you don't give a 2-year-old boy a fresh arrangement. You give him balloons.
Well, I'm telling you what, I just had an idea with you saying that. I've got those Max and Aiden with their birthday coming up. What a great surprise to have something delivered to their school. Yep. Well, Mandy, thank you so much. We're going to move into the back now, and we're going to actually put together a floral arrangement.
That's right.
So I am so excited because this is the part of the job that I love. So let's go do it. All right, we're back here with you, Mandy, and we're going to put together a floral arrangement, which I'm going to attempt, so it will not be nearly as beautiful as something that you can do. So,
well,
what do we start with first?
All right, so we're going to do a cube arrangement today. Okay. And so here's our cube, and we've got our oasis in it. And our oasis, you can see the water line here is what holds your water. Okay. So it's actually, you know, it's not like the flowers aren't going into water. And, you know, there's different types of greens that you can use, but you usually want to start out with your greens and kind of build your base.
All right.
And so, you know, one of the things, and I've actually clipped, this is what you call baker fern or leather leaf. There's a couple different names for it. And I've actually clipped parts of the leather leaf off just to use in the arrangement.
So where do I start with these? In the top or the sides?
Usually you want to kind of start in the sides.
Like that?
Yep, like
just
that.
Go all the way
You're going to kind of build it around.
All right.
And there again, you know, you may want to just use some of the baker for that, and then come in with, you know, like this is what you call Floral.
I get some scissors.
Yep. So you may want to cut it there, and then put it in, you know, mix it in.
So put it like in the middle between or something?
I would use it the other way because that's the front end. Actually, you were right.
Oh, I was like, oh
I'm sorry.
I'm already messing up.
Nope.
So we can do that.
So you can use some of that.
Okay.
And here's another type of green if you want to clip off of it too. It has pretty little stalks here.
Oh, those are pretty, a little buried on
there.
there.
And if you want to cut it right there, a lot of times too, you know, you might not have enough stem. So just, you know, pull that off, and that'll give you enough stem to stick in there.
So we'll do that around, and then we'll have maybe something in the middle to.
Yeah, that'll give you your height and help you, you know, when you're building, you know, your arrangement. You want some greenery in the.
This is real easy to stick through. It looked like it would be hard, but it sticks right. All right, so what do we do next once we get our little base going?
Yeah, once you get your base going, I mean, usually at this point, you know, you've already picked out your flowers, or you kind of have them in mind what you're going to use. Not always do I have the exact flower, but I'm a very visual person. I don't know how you are, but I can already envision the arrangement I'm making. So usually once you have the greens in place, you know, for example, like this is a gladiola. That gladiola might, you know, is obviously too tall for that arrangement, but you may not want, like, your height, like say this is a table arrangement for a wedding, for example. You know, you want it to be where the folks can look across the table. Yeah, that's a
big pet peeve when the flowers are way high and you can't see, you end up moving them anyway.
So I'll show you a way if you want. You can actually clip the glad, like if you want to clip it right here, and you clip it down as far as you can get it to that bulb.
So on the stem? Okay. So like right there?
Oh, you cut the stem.
I'm sorry. So right here? I feel like I'm going to cut your fingers off.
That's all right.
These things are sharp.
They are sharp. So, you know, you want to stick that in the middle.
So I put it in the oasis part?
Yeah, you put it in the oasis. And that still might be a little too tall. So, you know, if it is, you can always, it's better to clip it tall than clip it short. Because once it's clipped short, you're done with that. So anyway, you could go in here and clip it again and make it shorter if you wanted to.
Well, let's add some more flowers.
But another thing that you can do is, now that you have like this one flower left, you can clip it and use it in the arrangement as well.
Hey, all right now, it's gonna be
a finishing touch, which is a little accent of a ladybug enjoying these beautiful flowers. So Mandy, again, thank you so much for letting us be here today at Bloomer's Floral Designs. I think we learned a lot about your business. Not only do you do floral, but you also have all the gifts and other things. So how can people find you if they need your services?
Okay, well, my address is 6741A Beach Drive Southwest, Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. It's on Highway 179 in between Sunset Beach and Ocean Isle Beach. I'm in Pineapple Plaza along with Body Edge Fitness Center. Roberto's is also next door. So you can also look at me on the web at www.bloomersnc.com. You can reach me by email at bloomersnc@gmail.com. Or you can call me at 910-575-4000.
Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook. So look at Facebook. I post a lot of pictures. We do a lot of weddings too. We do weddings, funerals, proms, you know, all sorts of things. You know, birthday parties and
well, great.
all types of events. So.
Again, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here and learn more about Bloomer's Floral Designs today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think co-ops are the best business plans regardless of how large or small the community is. The people in the community own the company, they have a voice in the company, and we just go about doing the business of making a world of change for them. You know, we're a service company. We're going to provide services. Whatever those services are that come down the pipe in the future, there's no better company than ATMC to provide them. No better company than ours, no better type company than a co-op to make a difference.
And now we're here with Anitra Cobb, the owner of the Ultimate Burial and Vault Company. Anitra, thank you so much for having us at your business today to learn more about what you guys do out here.
It's exciting.
Thank you. So tell us about the Ultimate Burial and Vault Company. Tell us about your business.
We started off just making burial containers, but then we realized that the community called for more vaults, and so we upgraded to vaults. And then after we identified that, we upgraded to columbariums, and we started to do that. And then we realized that people needed headstones, and I went to school, and then I started to do that. And then afterwards, I realized that a lot of people, you know, don't realize that this opiate situation is a bad situation because people are dying every day from bad choices. And with that being spoken, we decided to start to help other people so that they would know in the community that this is not good. And so that's when we started to get the people from the jails. When they come out, they're in like halfway houses and they have to do like 6 months, some 9 months, some 2 years. But these people have been in jail for over 10 to 15, some 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And so when they are released from prison, it's a whole new world. Everyone's different shape, different size, different tones, different lifestyles.
Right.
And so we give them an opportunity to learn how to manufacture the concrete.
Very good.
And then we teach them how to manufacture the burial containers. Then we teach them how to manufacture to sandblast and to laser and to do services in the cemetery.
That's fantastic that you have made that a passion of yours into a viable job opportunity for people that would have a hard time.
Thank you.
What do you call that program?
Return with honor.
Return with Honor.
Yes.
And that's a nonprofit part of your business that you do, that you get these people that need extra help to get them back to work and get them back into society.
Absolutely.
And you said y'all do all of these services, and you started adding things as you saw what the need was in the community.
Absolutely.
And then your heart spoke to you about adding this whole component of helping people that needed assistance. So
because right now most people can't afford to live, they can't afford to die. But then the others, you know, cremation has really turned into this big thing.
Right.
So with that being spoken, I started to emphasize on the need of the community as far as the cremations.
Okay.
Like, see this little jar up there?
Yes, right here.
Yeah, can you get it? That one is for like a keepsake. Sometimes the family will get a big urn for the loved one that passed away, and then they can share with their siblings and family members. So this is my wall of keepsakes that we show our custom ability. Like, no matter what you think or how you think it, we can laser whatever you want on anything you want. And these are just some of the designs, like I love you, thank you, have a wonderful day.
Okay.
on top of the headstones. Sometimes people like the pictures. And so this one is a image of a family that we put inside, and I asked them if I could keep it.
Oh, wow.
And then look at the heart-shaped one.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yes, because a lot of people love babies, and want the babies to be in the shape of a heart, and so that was. And then a lot of people love their animals. Oh dear God,
yes.
I had a lady that had a horse, and it was terrible. She couldn't get right.
Stubby Joe, I love this.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you start your business, Anitra?
In 2010.
2010.
Absolutely.
I think, if I'm right, you tell me if I'm wrong. I think because we've talked before that you told me, or you told our group, that you are the only woman that does this type of business.
I am. In the
world.
In the world.
So that to me is amazing. You're a strong woman.
Thank you.
And you're in an industry that's dominated by men, and you are taking it by storm.
That's correct, because I'm a concrete owner. I own a concrete company. Mm-hmm. I own a monument company, and I own a cemetery industry company.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to show you.
All right.
But you forgot one more picture. The bronze.
Oh, the bronze. Yeah, that's
Let me
beautiful.
tell you why bronze is so important. Because with this bronze, I can sell it in every state in America, no matter where you are.
Oh.
And there's no one that could beat my price because I'm the manufacturer.
Oh, very nice.
Absolutely.
Well,
so,
you've done a really amazing job of kind of looking at the needs of the community and making it, and you're a woman-owned business, which we love to support and honor.
Thank
so
you.
now we're going to go back to the back, and you're going to show me how to do all of this stuff.
No, that's cool.
So let's go take a look at the back. All right, Anitra, we're out here in your warehouse where all of your equipment and things kind of are. So we're at this barrel of tools. So what's going on over here?
Okay, we are a full-service cemetery provider.
Okay.
So these are the tools that are on the back of each of our trucks.
Okay.
Do you know any of the names of this?
Okay, I know this is a hoe.
Correct.
I recognize that. Mm-hmm. I don't know, a sling blade, I don't know, a shovel. Machete, and I see a shovel. And I pulled this out because I think this is for what? What do you do with it?
Concrete.
Concrete.
Absolutely.
So what do you do with it? Is it for smoothing out the concrete?
That's correct. We do sidewalks, patios, decks, and things of that nature.
That's beyond the normal stuff y'all do.
We do it for the small, for the community.
Okay, good to know
Small
that.
community projects.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to take this concrete smoother out, and we're going to go lay some concrete. So, Anitra, we're outside, and we're going to go do some concrete, and you were talking about your concrete business that you do.
That's correct. This is a small batch concrete plant, and we manufacture the concrete here.
Okay.
And then we take it to the small community projects in our truck.
All right. Well, let's go do that concrete.
That's right. Okay, so right now, what you see Marlon doing is pouring. Just imagine if you were baking a cake.
Okay.
And you have to put Pam on your cake.
Okay.
On your cake pan.
You gotta like butter it up.
Right. So this is form release.
Okay.
Marlon, give her a chance so that she can pour the form release on the burial container.
Yeah, let's try this. So is it?
Show her how she do it.
So do I like this?
Everybody stand back.
Do it on the side here. Oh wow. It smells kind of gassy, like a little gassy.
Got a form smell.
Yeah, it smells kind of chemical. All right. So we're greased up our vault.
That's correct.
So what do we do next?
So the next thing, after they pour the Pam all over the burial containers, then they set it up.
Oh wow.
You see if you can lift one side.
So can I do this side?
Yeah, lift that one up.
Is this heavy?
Yes.
All right. Oh my goodness. Let me get a good grip. Oh Lord. Oh. Y'all are some strong men. That is for sure. Oh, so you push this down. Oh, I didn't even go all the way.
That is too hilarious.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now let her see if she can lock it. Just let her see if she can lock it. She got to get that grunt in.
There you go.
She's good and dirty now.
Look at this.
I feel like she did something. So now they're locking it.
Okay.
And then they'll take the concrete and they'll pour the concrete into the mold.
Oh, okay. So, Anitra, we just poured this concrete. Y'all made the concrete yourself.
Yes.
We poured the concrete.
Yes.
And now you're setting the concrete.
That's correct.
Awesome. So now
And then God's gonna bake it.
That's right. Then it's going to
And then it continue to cure.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, Anitra, so we've done the concrete. Now we're looking at the monument side of things, and you actually use a program called Gerber.
That's correct.
And this is the program, and you've already started your program, but I'm going to type in the name on the top of this, which is BABSON.
Correct.
So then you guys incorporate the design in here, and you put all the information and the font and all that through this program called
Correct.
Gerber. All right, so what happens after you do this? What's the next step?
Well, then after I do this, I hit save, and then I print it on this AP laser machine.
Okay.
And so the AP laser machine allows us to do signs
Okay.
on vehicles,
Oh,
doors, like buildings,
okay.
and also on granite, wood,
Okay.
and marble.
Very good. So you print the design out
On the rubber.
on the rubber, and then you lay it out on the actual granite.
That's correct. You have to do what is called weeding. You have to take your X-Acto knife and peel out the image by hand.
Oh, okay.
So before that's done, it prints here, and then we go to the next space and we peel the image out.
All right, and then let's
Sandblast
go.
it.
So can we go look at that machine out there?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go look at that, and then we'll see the final product.
Perfect.
All right, so we open up this, and this is the finished product.
That's correct.
So you have your computer that connects to this,
That's
and,
correct.
and it comes out on here.
That's correct.
Wow, that's amazing. And it is computerized, but it's also the hand part when you had to etch out the letters and stuff. Okay, wow. So now let's go see what we did back on the computer out there.
Perfect.
All right, so Anitra, we were in there designing on the computer.
Correct.
Which is crazy, and this is what the finished product looks like after we design it from the computer and after it goes through its the
Process. Yes.
So that's awesome. So I just want to say thank you for having us out here today.
Thank you guys for coming, and somebody come and help us.
We've learned a lot about what you guys do, and I want to thank everybody for being here on our show this month, Be in Brunswick, where we did some flower arranging with bloomers, and then we ended up here with Anitra at Ultimate Vault and Burial Company. And I hope you'll stay tuned and watch us next month at Be in Brunswick.